Japanese Communist Party seeking to file formal United Nations complaint regarding manga featuring sexy female characters. What a surprise! The communists don't like beautiful women. That's news somewhere, I'm sure. Spencer Bakuli brings this story to us from Bounding into Comics. Today, we're delving into the troubling development in Japan's creative landscape. The Japanese Communist Party has set its sights on manga and magazines, particularly targeting the portrayal of sexy women. But what lies behind this move? Recently, a blog post by Masato Nakayama brought to light a survey conducted by the New Japan Women's Association. What's striking is the inclusion of seinen manga in their scrutiny. Why are they targeting mainstream entertainment? Rather than focusing solely on explicit content, the party aims to file a formal complaint with the United Nations citing the depiction of sexy female characters as discriminatory. Discriminatory, you bet. I can't even say it right, it's so dumb. But is this a genuine concern for gender equality, or is there more to it? Is there a purposeful misrepresentation happening here? The survey targeted convenience stores seeking out magazines that allegedly treat women as mere sex objects. However, including mainstream manga magazines raises doubts about that claim. Are these manga magazines promoting sexism, or is there a purposeful misinterpretation at play? Communists not being truthful, bending things, manipulating information? The communists surely wouldn't do that. How unheard of, eh? This isn't the first time the Communist Party has criticized attractive female characters. In a previous essay, they took aim at Square Enix's Dragon Quest series. But are their critiques justified, or are they overlooking the complexities of storytelling on purpose? At the heart of this issue lies the principle of creative freedom. Manga and magazines serve as platforms for diverse storytelling, reflecting on societal norms and challenging conventions. Should political agendas dictate what artists can or cannot create? Of course not. But here we are with the JCP trying to make a case for that. While addressing issues of sexism and objectification is crucial, it's essential to distinguish between genuine representation and censorship. The portrayal of sexy characters shouldn't automatically equate to discrimination. How do we strike a balance between artistic expression and societal responsibility? Well, I think Japan does a pretty good job of it. There's stuff that's on the fringes. There's stuff that's mainstream, too, that's way over the top. We've seen some of it try to come over here to the U.S., and it's been rebutted. Some of it's a little over the top. But again, Japan is a unique culture, one that the JCP wants to change and warp and bring under the control of the West's influence. Japan's entertainment industry celebrates diversity in beauty and narrative. Rather than conforming to Western ideals, it embraces individuality and cultural nuances. Shouldn't this diversity be celebrated rather than stifled? As we navigate the delicate balance between creative expression and social critique, let us not allow political agendas to undermine the richness of Japan's creative landscape. Upholding the values of artistic freedom and inclusivity is essential to preserving the soul of their national heritage, of their cultural heritage even. Let creativity thrive, unbound by these political constraints. The Japanese Communist Party has a history riddled with contradictions and controversies that stand in stark contrast to the values of traditional Japanese culture. Founded in 1922 amidst economic turmoil, the JCP purported to champion workers' rights and challenge capitalist structures, but its methods and ideologies have often clashed with the deeply ingrained values of Japanese society. Throughout its existence, the JCP has been a disruptive force in Japan, often at odds with cultural and often at odds with the cultural and historical fabric of Japan. Its affiliation with foreign communist powers, particularly the Soviet Union during the Cold War era, has raised suspicions of subversion and ideological indoctrination. Such ties not only undermine Japan's sovereignty, but also threaten the integrity of its traditional cultural identity. Moreover, the JCP's relentless pursuit of Marxist ideology has led to the marginalization of traditional Japanese values and beliefs. While Japan's rich cultural heritage emphasizes harmony, community, and respect for authority, the JCP's dogmatic approach to socialism has sought to upend these principles in favor of class struggle and revolution. Just exactly what you need in Japan, right? Of all places on earth, right? You need an uprising there. Good golly, how horrible it is in Japan right now, right? You got a Johnny Sumali, that jerk off from Kick.com, going over there and live streaming himself, harassing Japanese people constantly. And that dude hasn't even been like put on a boat and sent out into the middle of the ocean to think about what he did. He spent like a few nights in jail. That's it. They haven't put him to the stake. They haven't done anything violent to him other than restrain him when he's being an idiot. Yeah, it's what a horrible and oppressive place, right? Just horrible, right? The party's stance on issues such as gender equality and environmental sustainability, while seemingly progressive, is often perceived as a thinly veiled attempt to impose Western ideologies onto Japanese society. By prioritizing Western influences over traditional Japanese values, the JCP has eroded the cultural cohesion and identity that have long made Japan what it is today. You know, what we understand Japan to be is not because of the JCP. In fact, they stand in stark contrast of that, as they are attempting to do away with. One of the things that Japan is celebrated around the world right now with is the adherence to heteronormative couples. I mean, Spy X Family is out there telling you to go have kids, and it's wonderful being a parent. You have many other anime that are being born out of the industry right now, that's going on about how good it is to be a family man, how righteous it is to pursue being a father, how righteous it is to pursue to be a husband. You have a ton of these new slice of life manga and anime that come out that are telling people, you know, this is how you date. This is how you go out and you have a normal time without expectations on each other, and let fate decide. You know, you don't have to push yourself any harder than what you're already doing. And don't go out there thinking you're in the deficit. Go out there believing you're out to meet an equal, not someone you have to kneel down to. And flatly, that is not compatible with how the West wants to portray relationships. So is it any wonder that their puppet institution, the JCP, goes out and tries to take a bat to sexy women in manga, of all things? God forbid that we endorse the idea that beauty is good, right? God forbid we do that. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video, and as always, good luck out there.